英语思维这个词太具有误导性了。To think in English is not like a conscious action we take or a mindset that we adopt, okay? It's more like, I feel like it's more like a phenomenon that naturally and effortlessly happen if we have built enough connections between the English words and the thing or the concepts or the action that it denotes. So today I'm going to share with you 2 tips about thinking in English. But before that, we need to firstly address why we need to think in English. For most language learners, we will go through this stage where we try to compose our thoughts and ideas in our native language and then try to translate it into a target language. But when we translate, oftentimes we find ourselves trapped because there's just no such thing as a equivalent for a perfect equivalent for the things that you want to say. So you become hesitant, you stammers, and maybe sometimes you stop and you find that you are incapable of expressing yourself, right? This is exactly why we need to think in English, to save us from this confusing mental process of translating Chinese to English whenever we need to speak or write. Now here comes my 2 tips. Number 1 tip is that we try to leave Chinese out of our English learning process as much as we can so that we can create these direct connections between the English words and the things, the actions or concepts that they denote. Okay, so let's put it like this. Imagine this is the English words and this is the thing that it denotes. You create this direct connection so that whenever you have this mental image of the thing, you will directly think of the English words, like immediately without any translation process. But if you have Chinese word in the middle, it will be like this. This is the Chinese word. The connection will be like this. And sometimes this kind of connection got skewed. And when you have this image in mind, you cannot directly link to the English word that you are trying to search for, okay? My number 2 tip is to accept the discomfort of using an unfamiliar language. It's a foreign language. It's only natural that we feel strange and foreign with it. It takes time to familiarize our brain and tongue muscle with it, but it takes practice and time. If we stop interacting with the language because of this discomfort, we will be forever foreign with it. We will never be comfortable speaking it, using it. I'm currently learning Korean, and whenever I speak Korean, I feel this strong and almost irresistible urge to speak English. Because compared with Korean, I feel way more comfortable speaking English, and my brain just choose the easy option for myself. And I really have to repress this kind of urge to continue speak Korean, even if it feels hard for me, it feels extremely difficult to get the things right. But this is what you need to do to learn a foreign language, and this is what you are going to do with English, right?